What's up, y'all? What's up? This is At the Table in SFC. I want to thank y'all for coming on. We got a very special guest. Hey, we like family. We know each other's family, grew up together. All our family grew up together and everything, okay? So I want to introduce Reedah to the podcast. Come on, Reedah, over here. Come that way. Your nails look good, girl.
Thank you.
How you
Hey,
been?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, y'all, we grew up in the same neighborhood. We grew up in the Sunnydale housing projects, okay? They've been there for years. There was an army base. For those of you that don't know, they were an army base way before all of, the projects and all of that, okay? So, how you been, girl?
I'm good.
Okay, good. Okay, so now, our families grew up together, y'all. So our families knew each other before we was even born. They was teenagers and everything, and then told us stories about how they done kicked it, partied together, and all of that. Okay, so now I want to ask you about how your life was growing up over there.
Oh, it was fun.
It was
Life
fun.
was different because back in the days, everybody was together.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had the same rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the neighbor see you getting in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
tell your parent you get beat by the neighbor, then you're going home to get beat. So it was fun. It was more things to do. It was more safer.
Yeah.
You know, times are changing now, so
Yeah.
a lot of things are a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
So my childhood growing up was great.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
everything wasn't perfect, like, but we all lived the same,
Right.
and we all had the same rules as kids and stuff like that. That's what made it better. Even then, when you go to school,
Right.
the
Right.
teachers was connected with the parents.
That's
And
right.
The police would go drop you off. You go home and get beat.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff
Sure
like that.
was.
Yeah.
Wait, Rita, come over here, son.
Okay.
Okay, now make sure it's centered right. Okay. And make sure your mic. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, so yes, I can definitely relate to what you just said. Now, which schools did you go to?
I went to Cleveland Elementary, but when I first moved to Sunnydale in 1971,
Mhm.
I was at 1865 Sunnydale. But then my mother moved to Alamany.
Now that's up the hill more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my
Yeah.
mother moved to Alamany when I was 3, so I went to Hillcrest, and then when I moved back to I went to Hillcrest and San Miguel in Alamany. And then
Okay.
I moved back to Sunnydale when I was 7.
Mhm.
I went to Cleveland Elementary, James Denman Middle School, and Balboa High.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And we went to the same high school.
Right.
Now you closer to Bill's age. She's closer to my brother's age.
Right.
So I went, way later.
Right.
Okay. So
It's
now
like we old.
no. Y'all ain't that old. No, they just a few years older than me.
Right.
Shit. Because I'm about to be in my 50s in a minute.
Right.
So, okay. So now, as far as school, like, after that, like, I want to ask you about going out. Like, did you ever go out partying, clubbing, all of that?
Oh yeah, that's all we partied.
Yeah.
You know, we had like when I was still in school, we went to house parties. That's what we
Okay.
started. That was the party, the house parties.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes we would go to house parties over here in Sunnydale. Sometimes we would go to house parties in Lakeview. Sometimes we would go to house parties in Potrero Hill
Okay.
and in Hunters Point. 'Cause
Yeah.
we all went to school together,
Mhm.
so we were all close back then. So it
And
wasn't
everybody knew everybody.
exactly. So it wasn't about
Mhm.
you couldn't go to a certain neighborhood and stuff like that. Everybody was together, so it was fun.
Yeah.
And we knew the rules how to be home, how to stick together, and everybody come home at the same time
Right.
and stuff like that. You know,
Look
yeah.
out for each other and stuff.
Right.
Had no choice but to look out for each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And back then it was safe to go
Yeah.
partying and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And then later on, it got, all
Terrible.
kind of set tripping and
Yeah.
where you from and all of that.
Right.
Okay.
Even with the ladies.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yep.
That's what me and Femi was talking about too. Even with the ladies, it
Mhm.
was always some drama,
Yeah. Right.
So, okay. So now I'm going to ask you about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you had your kids. Now, I know for y'all that don't know, her kids, the dad, we know, the whole family too. Like
Right.
our families know each other.
Right.
Used to go down the street
Right.
over to their house. And I remember it was always comedy at their house. Always comedy.
Y'all
You
was,
had,
like, y'all was down the street,
yeah,
and I was in the middle. Of the
Yeah.
block, and then
Yep.
up the street.
Yeah.
Like, up the hill. So,
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
man, it was always comedy. And even when, and it's a trip how you see all of them moved on Leland together.
Yeah.
They all moving to Lincoln. Even my auntie Flora.
Yeah,
downstairs,
right, exactly.
right next door to Barbara.
Right.
And so
exactly.
it was comedy down there too, because Barbara was putting people out, putting Lucy and them out,
right.
and all.
Her sister. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
It was always comedy. I'm telling you.
Right.
Okay. So now, then you had your kids, and how old are your kids?
My daughter's 33, and my son is 30.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then now you got a grandson.
Yeah. My first grandbaby.
Yeah, he's so
my
cute,
daughter.
y'all.
Yeah, Makai.
Man,
He just made a year too.
Really?
Yeah.
He a year already?
Yeah, March the 28th. Girl, yes. Yep. I'm my two.
And that's exactly a month before mine. You know what? March 28th. That's my nephew' birthday. Josiah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
That's Josiah's birthday. Yeah.
Little Aries, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on to like your dream job. Like when you got out of high school, like over your first. I want you to talk about your dream job / career, and then your first job.
Okay.
Like how that was.
Right. Well, actually, I never really had a dream job. We just had to work.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we just had to have a job.
Yeah.
Graduate from high school, you have a job. So I was just working a lot of jobs. I'm like a Renaissance woman. I could do everything. Except I never really did construction, but I did do landscaping. And I do cleaning. I do security.
Okay.
You know, I did a little customer service. I did cashiering. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
your nails look good.
Thank you. So the job I have now, I've been working for since I was 14 years old. So
okay.
Like a little over 35 years I've been working. But now I'm
a hustler, just like me.
Yeah. I'm a cleaner. I think my profession now is a cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah. And I learned a lot of that from you.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of custodial work as well.
Inspired you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now I'm kind of like drifted out on my own.
Yeah.
And they hired me as a cleaner.
I'm proud of her, y'all. Yeah, she's on her own now.
Right. I'm like an entrepreneur. Through you.
And a few people.
And I always tell people my boss, Bianna.
Right.
You know. So I put you out there. Yeah. My boss, Bianna.
You, sis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. Yeah.
Thank you. And a few of y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
A few of y'all that was on the crew. They came and you do your own thing now.
Right.
So
exactly.
I got a lady. She was on here. Well, you know what? With the jewelry. So it was with the jewelry mostly.
Okay.
She said I inspired her.
Yeah.
Because then she started doing the waist beads and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because now I'm a cleaner on my own. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Bianna, you doing your thing.
Thank you, sis.
Yeah.
I love all y'all, and I be trying to have all of y'all on here. You know, so y'all can tell y'all story.
Exactly.
You know,
we need to all come together and be one big
group.
Right.
Yeah. So okay. So you said you didn't have no dream job, no like.
I never had
career.
a goal job. I never had a dream job because back then you had to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like my home life wasn't it was cool. But at that point when I had to wind up being on the streets and stuff like that, I just had to go get a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you had your kids.
Yeah.
So you had to work and have a roof over their head and stuff. Yeah.
But by me doing different kind of jobs, it gave me more experience to know how to do anything and to work with
That's right.
People. Like,
That's right.
I'm a people person.
I'm gonna applaud you on that. Applaud you on that.
Yeah. I'm a people person.
Yeah.
You know, so I can work with anybody.
And that's why I wanted you on the crew, because I said I know Reedah, man, your house is always clean. And mom even said about your family, how they keep a clean house and stuff.
How we were raised.
So I was like, So I was like, I know Reedah can do the job, get the job done, and go to these clients' house and stuff like that. Okay. Sounds good. Now I'm gonna go on to cooking and like what your favorite dish is as far as the food to cook.
My favorite dish, oxtails.
Oh,
I've been making oxtails. My auntie told me to make oxtail stew.
Oh yeah.
But a friend of mine, her name is Tamika. We call her Tutu. She passed away some time ago. Back around the pandemic. She told me how to put them in the oven.
Wait, what's her name? Tutu?
Tamiko. That was her real name.
I think I remember her.
Cousin.
I think I remember her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Problem. She died in 2020, right before the pandemic.
Yeah, man!
But she taught me how to make
the oxtail stew.
Oven.
Oh,
my Barbara taught me to make the oxtail
now
stew.
See, that's how I always do in the oven. But then I learned how to after that, what you do is saute them in a skillet. And then they be real tender.
Oh, see, I didn't do that.
They be real tender. Yep. I'm making oxtails for Easter.
Okay.
I'm gonna do barbecue.
I'm doing
barbecue oxtails.
I'm doing barbecue ribs.
Oh, okay.
Rib tips.
That sounds good.
Cabbage.
Yes, man.
Yes. But that's my favorite dish.
Oxtails.
A long time ago, when I was a kid, I didn't like to eat. I was very picky.
Yeah.
When I got older, I started missing that food because I was on the streets. So
Yeah.
I started getting hungry. Now I eat a lot of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? There's one of them that I didn't eat. Now I love them.
You love her,
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
In my mouth.
And I know Frankie. I know they got down with some soul food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I didn't eat it because I was a kid.
But you didn't like to eat.
No, I didn't eat chitlins and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now I'm older. I still don't eat chitlins, but I still eat like a lot of soul food.
Girl, I don't eat chitlins either.
Right. You know, we city girls. We ain't from the South.
That's
my
right.
Moms and them
That's
their
thing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
But I love oxtail and I love to cook because I have a my fiance now. He cooks better than me.
Really?
So he showed me how to cook.
Wait. Back up. You said your fiance now.
Yeah.
You ain't told me
we got
nothing.
A 5-year plan.
What?
Yeah, we got a 5-year plan. I just say we ain't got the official yet.
I'ma applaud you on that, girl. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. Man, and that's coming up. Yeah. So everybody that I interview, that I bring them on the podcast. Right. Y'all be a step ahead of me because I'm gonna ask you about that. I'm gonna ask you about that, your love life, all of that.
Right. Yes.
I'm so happy for y'all.
But he cooks. I mean, he's like a chef.
Yeah.
He's messy.
Really?
I don't like
so you be having to clean up after him. But that's how men are.
Yeah, they messy, right?
Yeah,
but he know how to cook, so he teaching me how to cook. Like I know how to cook, but not like him. Like he cooks good. Like okay. So it's different to know how to.
Like what is he like a saucier? Like his flavors and stuff like that.
You don't need to use seasoning. You just put this in there. It makes the seasoning. That stuff is just and I taste. I'm like, you right, babe. You know, so, yeah. I just made some turkey wings. I didn't put that much seasoning, but I just put the vegetables like the onions, bell pepper, stuff like that.
All of that garlic and stuff.
Perfect. You don't need all that.
Oh yeah.
Season package. That's all you need.
That's
all. Seasoning. Yeah.
Yeah. Like well, that's good. He know how to cook.
Yes.
You ain't got to cook everything.
Exactly. Exactly.
And see, hubby, he know how to cook too. He be cooking. We had a seafood boil.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm a text you the because we on YouTube. This is on YouTube too. This podcast.
Got you.
So we got a main YouTube channel, Mr. and Mrs. Lady. And so he just made a whole seafood boil.
Wow.
Girl. I'm gonna send that to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that's the food and everything. So now I want to go on to ask you about which shows you watch. You remember when we was cleaning, we used to talk about all the shows and stuff.
I'm still into that. The reality shows and stuff like that. Oh my God. Too. It's a new show out. It's called 911. I like watching that too.
Who's in that?
And it's with Angela Bassett.
Oh, that's the one, but I never seen. I saw the preview, but I never seen it.
It's good. I like watching that.
Oh, okay.
But I like a lot of reality shows too because it has me laughing.
Right.
And it just shows me who not to like. A lot of the females is kind of messy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I'm getting older now, so I don't really hang out.
Right.
But I look at these grown women with money and they on there arguing and doing.
I know.
That's just giving me excitement. It's like a excitement.
It is.
To me. It's like a.
Because I'm the same way. I really don't, chill like I used to and go out and all of that,
Right. Exactly. So I get, excitement because down the husbands be in there.
Yeah.
And they be arguing. And
stuff
like, oh my God, I can't see.
Like they on there.
My fiance, he be mad like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Please, turn it, please. But that's what's wrong with you. I be able to go downstairs and sneak a peek and all that stuff. He up there watching something else on YouTube or whatever, some funny shows or whatever.
So he not into it.
No.
Yeah.
Girl,
yeah. He not into
that's what's
it.
wrong with you now? Watching these shows. It's like a soap opera to you.
It is.
Yeah, soap opera. There you go. You wait for.
And that's how I think that's how all the fellas are.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Now, when I have it on, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, babe, I watch it with you." But then when it's on, oh yeah, such and such. Oh, you remember when we saw? I'm like, babe, I can't hear. So he talk over it a lot. I'm like, is you doing this on purpose? You don't want me to watch this show?
Right, it's like a soap opera because you be waiting for the next week. I can't wait till next week.
Yeah.
And I like and another show I like too. I like to watch Power.
See, I ain't seen it in a long time.
I like to watch that too as well.
Man, both of my nephews was just saying it's getting good. I like
that too.
Dang.
So I got my few.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really a couch potato, so I do work and stuff like that. But when I get I kind of like put my feet up, kind of turn the channel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now, the movies. Now, what's your favorite movie? You know what I want to ask you about? The one with Keke Palmer that just came out. You guys been to the show lately?
No.
Okay, so that one is good.
Yeah, because I've
seen
with
SZA.
Yeah, I've seen her. She was on Watch What Happens Live.
Uh-huh.
I always watch that after the reality show.
Okay.
He come on, he have different guests on and stuff like that.
Oh,
So she
yeah,
was on
yeah.
there, but I didn't. And they was explaining
Talking about the movie.
Yeah, she was on there and stuff like that, but I never got a chance to see it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It was good. It was real good. You would like that.
Right.
Yep. Because it's all about reality and just stuff, how it happened and all of that, you know. So, yep, you would like that.
It was like a lot of mishaps that day with her or something like that. Stuff wasn't going right or something.
That's right.
Like a funny comedy.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think Issa Rae is a part of that. She was a part of that.
Yeah.
Like putting together.
Right.
I think she was. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now do you guys watch sports? I know your fiance do.
I do. He don't really like sports too much.
No? Oh, okay.
He don't really like sports too much. He like he a video gamer.
Okay.
Online poker, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't really watch it too much, but he know about it. I'm a sports person.
Okay.
Football.
Yeah. Niners.
Yeah.
The Niners.
Football.
Yes.
My brother played football in high school, so football is my thing. I used to like basketball, but
I told you how your brother used to mess with me when we stayed in Sunnydale.
Right.
He used to always bother me, y'all. Mom would have the window wide open because, you know, she would be cleaning up, pine sawing the house down all the time and stuff. So she would have all the windows open. Tracy come by and reach his hand, his whole arm in the window, and I'd be on the couch watching TV or something, and I'd be like, Mom, he's bothering me, but and she like, girl, you act like you like that. I'm like, oh no, It was hilarious, but that's one thing I remember about your brother. Yes, yeah, he used to always bother me. Okay, now on to now the cleaning. I'm going to talk about Miss Lady Spick and Span. That was the name of my cleaning business, you guys. And now it's Crispy Clean SF. But back then, we changed the name.
Okay, cool.
But it was Miss Lady Spick and Span. So I had like 10 of y'all on the crew. 10 of y'all. And people was coming and going because you remember, Reedah. If you come late, I'm sorry. If you like a half hour late, an hour late, I'm sorry, I gave it to somebody else. You know, the client ain't got time to be waiting all day.
And stuff like that. You
know,
had to do me like that. Like,
they got to go to work or whatever.
Exactly. Yes. But it was.
But
fun,
yeah,
though.
it was real successful, y'all.
It was successful because we had permanent clients.
Yep, we sure did.
Rebecca.
I gave you a lot.
Yeah,
I gave
Rebecca,
all of the folks, my folks close to me. Yeah.
Laguna, Havas.
Yep.
Rebecca. I had a few of them, and I miss my clients.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And Rebecca, I told you she don't have no salon no more.
What happened?
She shut down because she said she didn't have, the business was just
went down.
Down from the pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah.
A
boss moved. He moved out of state.
Really?
I think. Yeah. I had talked to him. I tried to get him back.
Right.
I tried to get all the clients back. Yeah, but you had a few,
yeah, and it was successful. And that's what made me successful with cleaning now.
Yeah,
through you.
Yeah,
I can tell people like, I'm a cleaner because I clean for people's houses as well. Like Larry,
right?
And then they stuff, and then they give me referrals to other people too. Like
his
mom,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
See,
so Miss Lady Spick and Span was a success.
Right.
It was.
Now, what can you say? I want to ask you this. Now, over Miss Lady Spick and Span, and now with your own company now, like, how did things change? How was it different?
Well, it's different now because I'm only working at one spot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But then, didn't you guys have like different people you was going to before you started working in that one spot?
Well, that's when I was doing like different people's houses and stuff like that. The same thing I was doing with you, but it was like people I knew.
Okay.
I wasn't venturing out.
So it was more like steady with me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I'm trying to get more. Yes. And if these old ones don't want to come back we trying to get new ones. Yeah.
I'm still open because I work at night.
Oh, definitely. You know I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to get new clients because if these old ones, like remember Scott up on Ingalls?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was trying to get him, but he said oh, I no longer have an Airbnb. I was like, oh, okay.
The one we used to clean at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it was always clean.
Yeah.
It was no problem. And then we used to have to do
that was a permanent one too. That was one of my clients. Okay, guys.
Yeah, I gave you a few.
Yeah.
I gave you a few.
Yeah.
Like I said, everybody that was close to me, you know, I always hooked y'all up, gave y'all a few.
You was fair with all of us, though.
Yeah, I was fair.
You was a good boss. You still a good boss.
Thank you.
Yes.
For those of you that, you know, if you came on time, like you did a good job, I'm getting good reviews from you guys. That's how I gave you guys regulars.
You did.
That's how I gave y'all regulars. Yep.
Your business was a success, and it's still a success.
Man, y'all, we had over 100 clients, including like Airbnb and people just coming and going.
Right.
But it was booming.
Yeah,
it was booming, and I missed that. We on our way. We trying to get it
build
back.
It back up.
Yeah,
because it's getting better.
Crispy
now.
Clean.
Right, it's getting better. Yeah. People be needing their stuff clean. Believe
That's
me.
right.
Yeah.
And if y'all need cleaning, if y'all watching this, you need house cleaning. You in the San Francisco Bay Area. We don't do no East Bay, but if you in San Francisco,
right.
Excuse me, like on the peninsula, out by the airport or whatever, we'll come for you. So don't hesitate.
Right.
Okay. Next. Now I'm about to ask about your love life. So now we come to the love life. Right, so now I know you already told me you engaged.
Yeah.
And so when is the 5 years up? Because I want to come to the wedding.
Right. Because it's been like 3 years already.
Okay.
And
so 2 more years.
2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna start doing the planning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's official because, like I said, I'm older now.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're younger, you kind of jump from relationship sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm older now. I'm set.
Right.
You know
right.
What I'm saying? So
and I remember before him, like when you was working for me, you still had your steady dude or whatever.
Yep.
You still was doing good with him too.
Right.
Okay. So that's good to know. I'm happy for you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, then marriage was next. So now I know that you're getting married in a few years.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now travel. Have you guys done any travel or any traveling or, it's in the making, like you're talking about traveling and stuff?
It's in the making.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to go to Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, then Jamaica and something like that.
Yeah.
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we do go out a lot, go out to dinner, to go to casinos.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first for me. Like, I never had a relationship like this. I'm finally happy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He
okay.
to me, care about me. He gonna let me know the real.
Mm-hmm.
You know how my mouth is.
Yeah.
He be having to tell me like, hey, you gotta calm down. You ain't gonna get no results cussing people out like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
because I know too.
Look at this lady. I'm like, what is you looking at? You ain't gonna help me.
On the way here, she just started going off on something. I was rolling.
Staring, like, yeah. Can you help me?
She said, "You're not gonna show me where it is."
So what you staring at?
Okay.
Like, here I come.
Yep. Hey, that comes from the hood because I'm like that too. I'm like that too.
Gotta be on.
Yeah, you be on point. It's on point about everything.
Right. Exactly.
And you remember down at Milo Hotel?
Yeah.
I had to put them in check all the time because I'm I'm not even no manager, but they used to be arguing and drama. Remember I told you that's what made me want to get my own cleaning business.
You did.
Yeah, because there used to be so much drama, and I'm trying to break them up, and they like, oh, don't mess with Bianca. She on point. She on point. I'm
so
like,
you wasn't only a cleaner down there. You was signing people in. You was
I was front desk.
Yeah, you was front desk.
So no, but it was the cleaning people, the housekeeping that used to be into it.
Gotcha.
How come you give her that room? How come you all of that?
Oh,
so I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
I'm not even no manager. People used to come to the front desk that would stand up in there. Oh, I got this and that problem. Let me give you the manager's information. Y'all ain't paying me enough for this shit. Y'all ain't paying me enough for this shit. Hell no.
Exactly.
And that's what made me quit. And they was like, Bianca crazy. What's she leaving for? And she ain't even got no job. I'm like, I got my own business. I started my own.
You sure
then
did.
Guess what? They was calling me
to come back.
No, all of the housekeeping there.
Oh,
you got any work for me?
Are you serious?
Y'all was just talking shit about me, saying I was crazy for leaving. Now you need me and you want the money. You want the money. Now you want the money.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how that went.
Right, God is good though. Look.
Man, for real.
Look.
Because
you never know who you're gonna need.
For real. You never know.
From strangers all the way down to family.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to ask you about just changes in your life. Okay, so you got this new dude now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then just other changes that's going on in your life, if you want to share, some other changes or whatever you have going on.
Well, the changes is I'm a new grandmother.
New grandmother. That's right. Yep,
so
yep.
Applaud
you on that.
That's
Applaud
a big change
you.
for me because that's my daughter, my daughter's child. Mm-hmm. She's 33, so this is her first baby. So I'm kind of glad she waited. Mm-hmm. So
that's right.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about my new love life.
That's right.
Because it's different this time.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like a long time ago. I never had a whole bunch of relationships. After my kids, just my kids.
And he's different. He's somebody that you can say, okay, I'm going to marry you.
Right. Yeah. Exactly that part.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can relate.
Yeah.
Because this is my first time being married.
Right.
I had never got married.
Exactly.
I never had and he's like you said, you had never had nobody like him. I never had nobody like my husband either.
Right.
And you know, we went to high school, so we went to Balboa together.
Got you. Oh, okay,
Yep.
right.
But we never hooked up back then or nothing like
Right.
that. But once I did get with him, like we was
Right.
talking, I had him on a crew.
Right.
So him and Kat,
him
was working together and stuff sometimes, or he was working by himself,
Right.
or I was
remember
working
that.
with him.
Yeah.
Then I used to catch him like, I'm like, what you looking? What you staring at me? Oh no, you ain't working with me no more.
Right.
Yeah, but
exactly.
I can say that's the only man that I've ever had in my life.
Right.
The real
exactly.
man. Yep.
Exactly. So that's some big changes in my life.
Yeah. So that's good to know, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
And I did calm down a lot, you know, because I was seeing a therapist and stuff like that, and that made my attitude much better. You know, people think seeing a therapist is like something's wrong. There's nothing wrong. Sometimes you just need somebody to vent to,
right,
to help you figure out the stuff.
But from where we came from, they feel like, you
you
ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's taboo.
Oh, I don't need nobody.
Yeah, that's taboo.
Yeah,
but no, it's not, and it really helped me.
Yeah, that's
my
good.
Thinking and my talking to people and communication and stuff like that.
Okay,
I don't be yelling and stuff no more.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? Not unless somebody push me to that point. You know, so.
That's good.
That's
I'm happy, man.
Well.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna go on to music. So I got all kind of topics for her. No Q&A, y'all, because like I said, this family right here.
Okay.
It's been years and years.
Right.
Okay. So music. So I know you love your music. We used to always talk about music too.
Yeah.
Now, who's your the latest music that you like most? You know that you mostly play.
I play a lot of the old schools now. Cause you know now
Okay.
they got Kendrick Lamar out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They Not Like Us. First I couldn't stand that song. That came on radio. I'm like, what is he talking about? Like this. That's that song. Like, that is super.
Oh, you crazy? Okay,
but I love
you
music,
learn to like it.
Yeah, I like that variety of everything because my fiance, he loves music too. So that's when sometimes he listens to this new rap, and I be like, I don't want to hear that shit. I get mad. But sometimes I be like, okay, this one is cool though. Like, okay. But I love all music though.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't really have one favorite.
Like favorite artist, one favorite.
Like, because now it's a variety. Now they got this new stuff. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar was one of them. I couldn't stand that music at first, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now he's playing this stuff. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and then he got
all
other
this stuff. All this stuff is good.
His stuff sound good.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So, and now with the drinks.
Okay.
Now I'm moving on to the drinks. Now, what you drinking now?
Oh,
nowadays,
I'm a straight chaser. Like I do Parmesan and I chase it with my beer.
Parmesan and beer, chase it.
And
okay.
Sometimes if I want to just mellow out, have me some wine.
Okay.
Moscato. You know,
something mellow.
Yeah. When I get tired of doing that, I'm like, nah, because I don't drink a lot. Just that when I'm at home and I get off work, I might have me a drink. It take me a whole day to drink a can of beer, so I'm not really a drinker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm getting older. Back in the day, we was taking them down.
Oh yeah, nonstop, nonstop,
but now
every
I'm
day.
Oh, my body ain't sustaining that no more.
So you just want to unwind.
Yes.
That's how I am.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I was telling you when I text you, I said, okay, only on the weekend. If you want to bring something, you can.
Yeah, I'm cracking up like, no, I don't it's too early right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, before I was just like nonstop. Back then, party. We was just all over the place.
Taking them down.
Yeah. Yeah.
White Port and Kool-Aid.
Right.
Cisco. All that stuff. Oh my God.
For real.
From the 40 dogs. All that shit back in, I'm old school.
Yeah.
I'm 54 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And mine's is Don Julio now.
Okay.
So I'm either tequila, or I'm vodka.
Up there, right?
Yeah,
Oh
I'm Don Julio.
Oh no,
but if I do vodka, if it's a night that I don't want no tequila, I'm gonna do vodka.
Right. See, I'm a brown.
Okay.
Yeah. That gin make you sin.
But it's the brown Don Julio that I like.
Oh, okay.
The brown
I never
bottle.
had that. I never.
Ooh,
Is it like a cognac?
It's smooth.
Okay.
It's a tequila. Don Julio tequila.
Got you, but it's brown.
Brown.
I'm going to try that. Okay.
Yeah. The brown one.
Saying Don Julio.
I mean, the white one is cool too, but I prefer the brown one.
Yeah, because I'm a brown drinker.
Yeah. So you would like that because it's smooth.
Okay.
Oh, and guess what? You remember Raquel? You worked with Raquel before.
I think so. Yeah.
So it was her that I first tried. You got to watch go back and watch her podcast with her.
Okay.
She was on there.
Okay.
So we first had the it's iced tea with the brown Don Julio. Oh, so you talking smooth.
Like I used to go to the club a long time ago. I drink kamikaze. So you know I'm back in the day.
Yeah.
So I don't really mix my drinks no more. They start making me sick. Like
oh
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Well, you know what? That's why I stopped drinking Hennessy.
Okay.
Because it was making me sick. And I was like, and then remember back then we used to drink Hennessy and Coke. Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola and EJ and all that with brownies with Coca-Cola. So that's making my stomach bubble.
No, like, I can't do that no more.
And we getting older with our bodies and stuff, women and stuff like that. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, we got to calm down. And even you fellas, if you getting older, you got to calm your ass down.
Right.
Calm down. Yeah. Oh okay. Yes. Okay. So now, with as far as like business in the future for you, like, do you guys plan on having a business? Because I know he's really, talented and can do a lot too.
Oh yeah.
So do you guys plan on like having your own business in the future, or?
I've talked to my fiance. I'm like, you need a truck. Because he's good at what he do. He do
a lot.
He do everything.
Was he into construction before?
No. He just really like a handyman.
Okay.
But he do everything. Fix on cars, everything.
Oh.
Come to your house, fix your place. Do your floors. Put floor down. He do all that.
Well, that's good to know.
And then we do gardening.
Because we be needing stuff done around here. So
let us know.
I can let you know.
And he do gardening, which I do gardening too. I do landscaping. So I go help him clean up. We clean up people's backyards and all that. So on top of the cleaning, I do stuff like that too.
Oh, y'all do a lot.
Backyards and pick up the trash and all that. Cut down the weeds and all that. Because I do landscaping as well.
Right.
So we looking towards the future for doing something and having our own business. But he need a truck.
Okay.
I do this, I do that.
So you need a truck for all the equipment and stuff like that.
Exactly.
What about what was I gonna say? You guys do any carpet cleaning?
Yeah.
You do?
We did that.
Because that's something that we don't do.
We did that in Larry's son. He lived by over by Park Merced, over there by San Francisco State.
Okay.
So we went over there and his carpet.
His carpet?
Oh my God, he got the carpet cleaner.
Really?
He showed me how to do it. He showed me how to use it. You should have seen. We took pictures because we always take pictures.
Yeah.
We took pictures from the before and after. He's good.
Oh, yeah. Hooked him up.
Yeah. Oh. So he do all of that.
Well, after the show, I'm gonna talk to you about that because we probably gonna be needing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the upstairs or whatever.
Right.
Okay. So that's good to know, and you guys can build, and have your own thing. You guys do all kind of things, so you can have a whole list.
Exactly.
Get you a website. And put on there all the different, options that they can choose from.
Right.
As far as your services.
Yeah,
all your services.
Exactly. Yes.
Yep. So that's good to know.
Yes.
And hey, you guys, if you're watching, again, if you need any of the services done that she just mentioned, let me know and I'll let her know.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. You on social media? You have any social media?
Facebook.
I'm old.
But
do you guys put any of your like before and after on there or anything?
He does. He good at that.
He do that?
He get on the computer, he be gone. Let's do this. He takes the picture of it and everything. See, I'm not good at that. I will let him know.
So let me know his information to add to the in the description box for this podcast.
Okay.
And so then they could look at that and be like, oh, okay, this is their work.
Him. Yeah. He's good too.
Okay. Sounds good.
Put your bars on your doors, your gates and all.
I'm happy for you, girl.
Yeah, girl. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so now this is the last thing that I'm gonna touch on. Now, when I was asking you about the drinks and stuff like that, because I like in a near future, probably in the summers, this summer, I want to have like some type of ladies' night.
Okay.
Just with like y'all from the crew, a few of my friends or whatever, have a ladies' night or whatever, and we chill, whatever.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I asked you about that.
Just
so that's
a variety of stuff.
Yeah. And games, little ladies' night games and stuff like that. You can win prizes and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So that's the last thing I want to tell you about. Is it anything that you want to ask me or let the people know about yourself before we wrap it up?
Well,
let me see how long. Oh, it's only been.
Beyond is my girl, and I love the podcast, and I would look forward to talking to you guys again. I'm ready to put my business out there with me and my fiance. And
yes.
And I am finna graduate
and you can bring him on. You can bring him on if he want to come on.
Okay, and I'm graduating high school. I'm
yes,
school.
Yes, y'all. Yes.
I'm looking forward to doing some college courses.
Applaud you on that. And I was telling my nephew and a few other people I had on the show.
Okay.
How maybe some podcasts they have to where, they give you like different items or whatever. So we're going to have at the table on SFC, like maybe some hats.
Okay.
T-shirt. So we're going to give you guys a little, thanks for coming on, like flowers. They call it give you your flowers, but I ain't trying to bite off nobody. I ain't trying to copy nobody. So we're going to give you guys a bag of goodies.
Okay.
And then you can enjoy that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
So thank you for coming on, girl.
Yes.
Love
Love you too.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I want you guys to thumbs up this podcast, thumbs up this video. Also share with others. And Reedah, we're gonna have Reedah back on to talk about more things about her future and her business with her fiance and everything. What's his name? Raymond.
Yeah.
Her business
there,
with Raymond and everything. Yes. Put it out there,
Yes.
y'all. Thank you. We see you soon.